This is gonna be fun. Let's see. Getting the Instagram logged up here. So we can go live there too. And here we go. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Today we are going to be doing some more habit engineering. Super excited. We had a great time yesterday. We went over a sleeping habit with my boy Andy. That was pretty fun. Andy, I hope you hop on here so we can follow up with how that went. That'll be cool. We went ahead and re-engineered that habit. Andy was trying to go to bed at 10, and let's adjust this a little bit. He was trying to go to bed at 10 and wake up at 8, and so we said that his habit should be to try to make sure that he's home from any social events or anything by 9:30, so that way he can get all of his nighttime routine, get everything done, and get that done and be in bed by 10, which was his goal. And I'll tell you guys, so I read Never Split the Difference last week. If you haven't read it, absolutely phenomenal book. It's about negotiation, communication skills, emotional intelligence, empathy, those sorts of things. And my big takeaway of what I needed to improve from that was that I need to be a way better listener. That I am not very good at listening, unfortunately. And so the habit that I'm working on this week, that this live stream is keeping me accountable to, is that I am calling one family or friend that I haven't talked to in a while and getting on that call solely to focus on listening. Focusing on listening and using the calibrated questions from Never Split the Difference in order to actually listen to understand rather than just listen to respond. And I've had a pretty good time with that. Honestly, it's had some pretty successful conversations. Yesterday, I had a sister. Oh, what's up, Rohan? Good to see ya. Go ahead and drop any habits that you're looking to be more consistent with in the chat, and we'll re-engineer those. If you've got any positive habits that you're trying to build that haven't quite stuck in yet, go ahead, drop those in the chat, and we'll rework those, re-engineer them. But yeah, so I called a couple people today. Okay, awesome. Look forward to it. I called a couple people today and talked to them about my habit. Looks like we've got a few more people joining on here. For anyone who's new, go ahead and drop your habit in the chat that you are trying to be more consistent with, and we'll re-engineer it. My name is Max, by the way. I'm the habit engineer. What I do is I help people build their habits and then keep them accountable. So I'll throw a link up here. If you scan this QR code or click that, I'm not sure if that's a link you can click or not, but that'll get you to join my free community and get access to a free habit accountability tracker that I built out. So you can use that to help keep yourself accountable. Can you give me a shout out, Sarah? Glad to see you. Glad to see you're here. Royal Match, how's it going? Good to see ya. Go ahead, and if you guys have any habits that you're trying to be more consistent with, drop them here in the chat, and we'll re-engineer those. Looks like Rohan's making his bed every morning. That's solid. Rohan, if you've got any habits that you're looking to get better at, get more consistent with, go ahead and drop those in the chat. and we'll re-engineer those. So like I was saying earlier, I'm a habit engineer. This is what I do. I help people build habits that actually stick. And then if you scan this QR code, hop over there in the Skool community. I've got a free accountability tracker. It's community's free to join for now. If you join for free, it'll always be free. But there's a habit accountability tracker in there that'll help me to keep you accountable to the habits that you're trying to build and stay consistent with. So, your math homework. That's a good one. What's the biggest challenge that you're facing with getting your math homework done, Rohan? Go ahead and just drop it in the chat here. I'm not sure what being female has anything to do with math homework. Let me know if I'm missing something there. What's the biggest challenge that you're facing with getting your math homework done? Okay, not feeling motivated. Yeah, that's tough. What's causing you to feel unmotivated in regards to it? Is it just that it's like too difficult, or you just can't get behind it, or you don't like school, or did I call you a he? That's my bad. I can't really tell from a profile picture. No offense. Sorry. That's one of the downfalls of live streaming. You can't really guess genders from profile pictures. Getting therapy is hard. Okay. What kind of habit do you think that we could build around that, Royal Match? Because it's math and I hate it. Yeah, I honestly, the only kind of math I'm good at is money math, so I feel that. Okay, so Rohan, with doing stuff that you dislike, the way that you can motivate yourself to do it is by pairing it with something that you do like. So, for example, I am. I know a lot of people will. When they're doing their cardio at the gym or something, there's a lot of people who would rather just lift and they don't want to do cardio. It takes too long, XYZ. And so, but they do also, so they don't like doing cardio, but they like watching Netflix, right? And so they'll go to the gym, do their cardio, and then like put their phone up and watch Netflix, right? So there's that incentive for them to get something that they don't like done by pairing it with something that they do. So what do you think, Rohan, is something that you could pair your math with that you like and build that habit in order to help you to accomplish it? The payment plan for therapy is hard because I can't afford it. That's valid. I know. I'm not sure at all what your financial situation is, but No. You don't, Rohan. You don't have to multitask. It's just pairing the habit with something. So, like, if you, like, every time you get your math homework done or something, you can have a bowl of ice cream. Like, I don't know. You just pair it with something that you like. Does that make more sense? It doesn't have to be at the same time. Like just I don't know, list some things that you like, and then you can pair those with doing your math homework. Royal Match, I know there's an app called Acorns that will automatically help you to save money for it each month. You can just like auto take it out of your bank account in order to help you to meet that amount for therapy and help you to save money, but without like going in depth in a financial analysis with you. I'm not sure. Okay, you like tanning. There you go. Yeah, so maybe the habit is you spend 30 minutes on your math homework and 30 minutes tanning. afterwards, or something like that. Or you can, something along those lines. Let me know if you think that would be beneficial, and then we can put that in the right format. Royal Match, did you, if you scan that link and hop over in my community, it's everything's free. There's a free habit accountability tracker and stuff in there too. What's up, Kobe? Then you can go ahead and we can chat more about it in there, about the financial statements or financial system and getting that set up, and kind of what that plan might need to look like. Okay, so Ron's saying, yeah, tanning. Okay, sick. Yeah, I'll see you in there. Just there should be like an automatic message that gets sent to you. Just make sure you show your email, so that way we can get you in the accountability tracker. School has limitations. It's like if it's not, like if the group is free to join, then it won't necessarily show your email unless you allow it or something. I'm not quite sure. You'll have to just make sure that happens. But so Rohan, I would say, so when you're building a habit, the way to get it to be a habit that's actually going to stick, there's a couple different rules. There's 3 different rules that you have when you're going to build that habit. So you want to make it super, super small, super, super simple, and really, really specific. And the way that you make it specific is by assigning it a what, a when, and a where. So for example, if we're working on pairing math homework with tanning, which is something you don't like with something that you do, then you can say, let's just say, for example, and you can adapt this to your own life, but like let's say every day at 6 p.m. is when you need to do your math homework. So you say, okay, from 6 to 7 is when I'm going to get my math homework done, and from 6 to 6:30 I do my math homework, and from 6:30 to 7 I tan. Obviously the sun's probably going to be setting, so you'd have to adjust those time frames to fit wherever you are. Oh, hey Liza, good to see you. Glad you're here. Miss you. Hope you're having fun, doing good. But yeah, so maybe move it like maybe right after you get home from school, or something. I'm assuming you've got school if you've got math homework. Like right after you get home from school, you say, okay, I'm going to work on my math homework. I'm going to do my math homework. And then after I do my math homework, I can tan for 30 minutes or something like that. So if you get home from school at 2:30, then you say, okay, I get home from school at 2:30. I sit down at the table, do my math homework at 2:45. And then after my math homework is done, then it's tanning time. And so the what would be doing your math homework and following it with tanning. The when would be 2:45 p.m. and the where would be sitting at your kitchen table with the light on, or something like that. Whatever works. I'm not quite sure what your situation is, but drop a comment down there in the chat if that makes sense to you. And then if you want to rewrite and adapt the habit and drop that in the chat, I can make sure that it's engineered the right way so that it'll help to stick. Because what happens is when you assign a specific action with a specific place and a specific time, it strengthens that neural connection a lot, because you're giving it 3 specific points of to remember, rather than just if you say, oh, I need to get better at doing my math homework, right? That's super vague, and it doesn't give you a specific time or place for something to actually happen. But when you give your habit that specificity, I'm not sure if that's a word, but we're going to make it a word, then your brain will just remember it better. That's just what your brain does. So go ahead and Yeah, for anyone who's joining on new here, we are just go ahead and drop a habit that you're trying to get more consistent with in the chat, and we will re-engineer that here with you. So any habit that you have either struggled with in the past or trying to get more consistent with, want to be better at, go ahead, drop that in the chat, and we will re-engineer it. My name is Max. I am the habit engineer. This is what I do. I help people build habits that stick and then keep them accountable. If you want to click this QR code link here or scan the link or something, you can hop in my free school community, and then that'll get you signed in and get you set for a habit accountability tracker. That's also free. When you get when you fill out those forms that I'll send you afterwards. So you can go ahead and hop in there if you want to, or not. You don't have to, but it is super helpful. I actually use the habit accountability tracker myself, and I freaking love it, dude. It's been great. It'll log all your answers. Keep tabs on it. I've got it set up so that it'll send you daily email reminders every day to help you to remember, to keep track of your habit, and also send you the form link every day so you don't have to go sifting through your inbox or anything to find it. Okay. Any other habits that people are trying to be more consistent with? Oh, hey Grace. If what we're doing is if you want to just drop a habit in the chat that you're working on being more consistent with, we are re-engineering those to help you to be more consistent with them. Any other habits? Any other habits? Awesome. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else come in right now. Oh, here we go. Eliza is typing. I would say I've struggled recently with keeping a positive mindset while trying to learn something new. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. That's a good answer. What do you think has been the biggest challenge with that you've faced recently in struggling to keep a positive mindset? Just go ahead and drop it in the chat. And I think I've got one idea for you, potentially. But yeah, drop what you think the biggest challenge is here in the chat, and then we can go from there. And if anyone wants to keep me accountable while we're waiting for that, my habit that I'm working on this week is that I am calling one friend or family member that I haven't talked to in a while at 3 p.m. every day, and just working on my listening skills in regards to those calls. So I'm calling specifically to ask questions and listen and learn and understand who they are and where they're at, rather than just like have a kind of back and forth, because I find that I am not very good at listening and am constantly trying to overtake the conversations rather than just like be an active listener in the conversation. And I often catch myself not listening to understand, but just listening to respond, which is not very good. Especially if I'm trying to like actually get something out of the conversation. So I've been working on that habit this week. It's been good so far. I've been consistent with it the last 3 days since I started it, and it's been really helpful. I've learned a lot and had a lot of good experiences and opportunities. Okay, what do we got here? Had a hard time comparing myself to others who are better than me with improving softball technique and comparing yourself to your teammates. Yeah, that is tough. So Liza, let me know whether you think this would be good or not. What initially popped in my head is that you every evening, maybe around 7 or 8, I'm not sure what your evenings look like, you could get a journal and just in the evenings write down 3 things that you love about yourself, or 3 things that you like about yourself, or 3 things that you're proud of that you accomplished that day. Like something along those lines. Just write 3 of those every night at 7, in your bedroom, like with your notebook on your bedside table or something. Give it that specificity, give it that what, when, and where. And maybe if you feel like that might not be small enough or simple enough, you could make it just one thing to write down. Whatever you think works for you is what you would want to start with. That's my initial thought. Drop a chat down and let me know whether you think that would work for you or not. But I know, at least for me, getting those positive affirmations in, getting that chance to remember my worth and remember that I have skills and I have talents, and just because my skills or talents might not be as visible as someone else's, especially in this softball regard, and reaffirming that consistently on a nightly basis definitely helps me a lot. I have a list of principles that I read 2 of every morning. Those help me to remember who I am. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've got Eliza's habit. That's going to be, that'll be good. Eliza, if you want to go ahead and scan that QR code, or you can just click the link in my YouTube channel or my Instagram bio or wherever. You can get into my free community and then sign up for the habit tracker. And then I can send you, it'll send you an email so you can fill out some forms that'll allow you to track your habits and help you to stay accountable to them as well. So go ahead and hop in there if you haven't already. And we got anyone else, any other habits that you want to be more consistent with? Oh, Kaylani, how's it going? I miss you. Come back to Arizona. We are right now, if you've got any habits that you're trying to be more consistent with, just go ahead and drop them in the chat, and we are re-engineering those habits to help them to be something that really sticks. And then also, if you so desire, you can hop in. There's a link here for my accountability lab, which is the free community I run. I've got a free habit accountability tracker in there that you can get access to. Go ahead and hop over there, register. But yeah, if anyone else has any habits that they are trying to be more consistent with, that they would like to get re-engineered, go ahead and drop those in the chat now. And if I don't see any of those here in the next minute or two, I am going to hop off the live because I need to go eat some food. I'm hungry. Okay, doesn't look like we've got any new habits coming in. Awesome. Well, Rohan, I hope that habit works. Hope you stay consistent with that. Feel free, anyone who's here, you can also use these live streams as a way to help you to stay more consistent. These happen every Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. I will be here on the live stream, whether it's on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. TikTok's being funky right now, not letting me live stream, but that's okay. You can use me as your accountability buddy either on the live streams or in the community or both. When you're in the community, you have access to the habit tracker itself, which is super helpful. So go ahead and check that out. And yeah, appreciate y'all being here, and I will see you on Monday.